Okay, New York, here we go again. New York City. Wow. Got something. Oh yeah, New York. I'm sure about it. I'm sure about what I'm about to tell you. I'm very sure. Yo, listen, New York City. Let me tell you something. You see, let me explain something to you because I heard people speaking about coronavirus and people getting sick. Hey, don't go nowhere. Go kneel on the floor somewhere. I heard about people, coronavirus, people getting sick. Let me explain about that condition and situation for you. So that won't happen, so you know who you're looking for and the things, what they will be saying to be looking for. When you have a star chart that comes, when New York City has a star chart, then you have social economics through time of governing. But when you have individuals that come down to a planet that's a star chart, and from other planets, from other social economic systems, and then they come down to this planet, when them individuals come down to this planet, it becomes an overall situation because look, you have a sky. So it becomes an overall situation of the atmosphere because the vibration of the intensity, even of the neuroactivity of the humane condition, even when the stars are connecting, even hitting in forms of light and anatomy, when to generate the matter from the cellular structure and from beyond high structure that even conditions one's muscle tissue to even have a form of strength. Now, when you have stars that come from other planets, it increases the conduct of the current reality even at the time. Now, when a person, I'm the head of all social star charts, but I'm here. But when a person comes and then they say, oh, they're part of the order of the overall of a social star charts of space. But when they come down and they say, oh, I don't want me doing this, or I don't want him to know this, or don't tell him this, this is what's causing the foul atmosphere. That person that says that is what causes the foul atmosphere and the conditions of the physical reality. And then this is where the bad chemistry comes from. And then individuals get sick because it's already trying to manipulate the reason of the original order. So once it does something like that, that means the humane condition of that individual, that point of enlightenment that is acting on their own. And then how can I say, they're trying to ignore or cut off the consciousness, and this is what causes the vibrational current to cause a disease, to cause an infection of, I'm a person of regard, so you're supposed to regard to do the opposite because I already speak in prevention. But if the person causes it, they'll be causing a disease, they'll be causing an infection. I'm a refiner. I refine the human condition and the anatomy. So that person will be causing disease, a sickness, an illness, a rash, irritation, biochemistry or biohazard atmosphere that causes the sickness. So that individual, or it could be a female also, because in certain females, even of the current reality of value, they hold a lot of current. So when they try to override intentions of the real reason of one's consciousness and say that consciousness doesn't agree with the point, say like Asia Minor, say like their star chart, say they don't agree with the reason of their origin of existence. They're already, every single one of them people that would be doing that would be causing a certain vibration that will cause the rest of the body to react a certain type of way. Now, you do have zodiacs, and I'm a person of a humane condition of a man. I don't really, I'm the gatekeeper. I don't really deal with animalistic metaphor, materializing, or how can I say this, manifestation of the physical reality, because my wife does certain things a certain type of way, and sometimes if she's off, I'll naturally come to the social economics. I'll view the situation. You'll see me there. It's just like when sanitation stinks and then they're causing the wrong type of chemistry, sometimes I'm first on the scene. Or say like somebody's walking their dog and they shit in the wrong place where it has high current at the time. I'll be around that situation sometimes and just be viewing and just to see what's really going on, but I won't say nothing. But when you have an individual that disagrees with the reason of originality or origin of the existence, even of this star chart of this planet Earth, and it tries to gives other orders that causes other people to go off or causes other slackness, slothfulness, or adultery. That's what's causing your disease, your sickness, the illness, rash, irritation. No matter, I don't know what's out there that causes it, or whichever way, you know what I'm saying, with individuals. But once they do something like that and they don't want to listen to the what, because I'm the head of the space star chart too, no matter what color of social economics. So once you have individuals that wants to go against the natural existence, even of their own order, and want to do their own thing, like they're gonna put a person on life support. Now you have pre-prime trends, and they deal with levels and currents sometimes. I can understand certain other things, but it's just like a person being off because they're supposed to have precise order, because they're not supposed to offend the reason of one's natural current of how can you say this? With the higher intellect, you know. But once you have individuals that do certain things, you know, and then they want to do their own thing, that's where the bad chemistry come from. So most likely the person that causes the coronavirus, they don't want me to know certain other things, or they did certain things on their own, or it could have been somebody from a value star chart that just want to override the reason of existence of value, as you know when you get home. Now, I'm just being real with you. When a person does something like that, that's a person you have to, especially if they're from the value star chart or any star chart dealing with high current or intensity of one jewel, stone, or element. That's when you have to stop that individual and tell them to get the fuck out of there, because you're gonna notice they're gonna probably be into dominatrix, you know, trying to override the human condition, telling you a bunch of bullshit is about the mental and all type of shit. They'll probably even run to Mushu or the you know, certain star charts of I wouldn't say yin and yang, but a push a certain type of way because they want to repel, and then they're gonna go to after individuals of value because they're gonna want to reflect it a certain type of way. And once they do that, then you know that individual's wrong, and that's how you're gonna find out where people are wasting revenue, currency, and value, and then you cut the criminals right there. Most likely, they don't even want Donald Trump. Those individuals don't even want Donald Trump to be president and to deal with the revenue, because China can't take a loss, or Asia can't take a loss, or certain other social economic system can't take a loss when it comes to their revenue. But most likely, that time, you're going to catch the criminal that's doing that, because they're gonna want to manipulate the form of finances, and then they're going to be putting finances in places, and things are going to be in people's hands, and that means they're going to be offending Africa. You're going to be offending a respectful star chart, every star chart that have respect, and then you'll see them start going after people with natural order, and this is when a certain manipulation, and then on top of it, there'll be a form of entrapment, then there'll be a form of, oh, they're telling you some bullshit, oh, it's about advancement or certain other thing, how come, and then they'll be trying to turn a certain social congregation against individuals that's going to cause a population. And then once you see that, that's when you know you got the criminal. You don't say nothing, you just wrap them up a certain type of way at another time, as you know when you get home, because of what you just tried. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be real. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you, you know what I'm saying? It was just like this chick, I just seen her a while ago, I was walking, she was like, yo, give me a chance. I said, oh, the person already did wrong, and then they send something to show that they're correct. Because you ever seen people do wrong, and then they try to send a person because they want them to have a form of intensity or a form of conditioning, but just like even intimate, because they want to say that they were correct, but they're doing a manipulative because they try to throw off the reason of the whole structure from viewing what's really going on. And the next thing you know, they try to hide and say, oh, take this, don't let him get this, don't let him get it. And then they pay all type of money. And then next thing you know, they sending me some other type of situation. I don't be wanting it. And then people wonder why. And then that's when they start stalling for time. And then they start spending revenue. And then the value empress gets very upset about that time because she already knew the situation was off. And then she's seeing that another individual is trying to they will be trying to attack her, because you have to really regard her for nothing can happen to her, but they'll be trying to attack her a certain type of way, or telling her to go into some competition, or making her go out her way traveling, or making me go out my way traveling, because they're gonna natural conduct of physics, because I'm the head of all the value empresses. Also, I'm their real husband. Like I told you, I'm the head of also star chart, the reason of creation. So once you catch them individuals, and then they'll start probably trying to use brutal influence. That's when you know they're really wrong after that. You know what I'm saying? So once you catch them individuals, then you caught your criminal, and I'll just solve your case. So there'll be no more coronavirus. You even see the healing process go different, and in a humane condition, and people be able to heal. So once you catch that, and the funny thing is, I'm speaking about this, and then, you know, I'm just in certain places, but I'm just telling you how real the situation is, especially for you doctors out there. You know what I'm saying? If you know about the situations in social economics when it comes to gathering or congregating and trying to not be a part of the influence that will cause a population, then you'll see what I'm speaking about. But if you have somebody trying to pay you off, that means there's somebody that's going to go after you being a doctor. Most likely, they'll probably be manipulating, want you to be a personal doctor. I don't hear that. They'll probably want to be you being a personal, and hold up for a second. They'll probably want you to be a personal doctor and all types of, yo, homie, I want to ask you a question. Hold up for a second. Now, they'll probably want you to be a personal doctor and all type of, I don't want to hear nothing like that. And that's when you know you're in jeopardy, because once they capture you and close you off, it's because they're going to be wanting to watch you all day, and then next thing you know, all type of, if they can't get to you, then it's going to be type of entrapment. Then they're going to be going after your intellect to buy your day-to-day. And this is why I try to warn Donald Trump. I try to warn international security about the situation when individuals are following me all day, because the natural physics causes individuals to be set in a form of entrapment if an individual's doing certain things, because it's going to follow in the natural conduct and the high vibration. So you got to make sure about these type of situations, even in the paradigm of time. So I'm just telling you what you need to be looking for in a viewful eye, and using your intellect so it doesn't bring down the reason of the high intensity of a person refining their conscience and trying to heal or recover, even ahead of time, because, you know, stars, you know, because of them doing certain things for their mother or other empresses and taking on certain tasks for other social star charts at certain times of governing, you know, it's past, present, and future. So they don't want to be manipulated by individuals, and plus they got to watch it because it's past, present, and future when it comes to certain things, and certain things be detrimental. This is when a person doesn't get involved into the higher regard, because the higher regard is the reason of one's intensity, of one's consciousness, and the reason of one's health, even at a time, because you don't want individuals being a taskmaster, and then next thing you know, you wonder what, you can't argue with points of higher consciousness a certain type of way. So, and I'm the reason of the higher consciousness, so points can't even argue with me. So now they got to go congregate with themselves and then find out what's really going on, and then they gotta. It's just like they don't want to cause an invasion on certain other planets, so they can't do it to the point of their consciousness. But if you're a doctor, everything's gonna make perfect sense, and then you just don't say nothing, and you other individuals in international security, you'll know what you'll be looking for, and then you can see the natural regard of the development of what I'm speaking about. But have a wonderful day. March 12th, 2020. I hope you see what I'm saying. The year of the reflection. Love one. East side. Love one.